No more discussion, like really, okay, let's just fight and kill some dead. We'll continue the conversation later. Because they both know that they can do it. You know, like, they're not afraid of that. No, you're not sorry. Again, like an old couple teasing each other. Okay. You're not letting her behind? So you know, you remember? We're not letting anyone behind.
This guy hasn't started buckling yet.
She's really like, you're not truly yourself, but I know that you're deep inside. If to reconnect with her, it can help you to reconnect with yourself, Rick, let's go for it. Let's make a new baby. Is it truly the right time for that? Remember how does it feel to love her? Finally asking questions about RG.
Just like his daddy. Yes.
Like his mama.
He does have a good, kind heart, though. That's what reminds me the most of you. What?
If I can change, see how I am. There's a chance for future generations of
You're still lying to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying to yourself. I stopped looking for you. I had to take care of the baby. Take care of Judith. But I kept believing that you are not gone forever. I still believe that.
She's continuing to tell you that you're not really there.
You did this to get away.
It was the only way. I was trying to come home.
You're still trying. I see it.
You're fighting.
Even through the bullshit.
Mm.
I'm sorry for what they did to you.
We gotta get out of here.
Yes.
We're running out of time.
No.
Sean,
We need to decide what's next. Right now.
this place is going down.
Sit, Rick.
Oh, I love this woman way too much.
We're not moving until we decide. Not until we know where we're going.
Her eyes. You don't want to mess with her.
After I left here, why did you come after me?
You know why?
Say it.
You're the love of my life. I couldn't just let you go. It fell on my...
And you know, by staying right there when the building is collapsing, it's also to play with his fears, to show him that they can do it.
They've taken so much from us. Why give them any more? This hope that you have in the CRM? Sacrificing yourself? It's not real. We, your family, are real. I'm real. Our love? This? It doesn't get denied. No matter what you keep trying to tell me. or yourself. It's hurting me, Rick. It's making me become someone I don't recognize. You're hurting me.
You're hurting
I
us.
know you. That is not how you love.
Not by hurting the person that you love.
Rick, I need you to try to tell me what is really going on here. What did they take from you?
I lost him again. When I got taken, I fought and I fought. Not just by trying to get away, but by how I would dream. I made up with Carl in my dreams. And that's how I survived in here. Kept me alive.
Carl kept you
One
alive.
day he was just gone. He just left. But then I started dreaming of you. And there you were. And you were gone too. I couldn't see your face anymore, just like I couldn't see Carl's. And I figured out how to do that. I know how to be dead and live. Now, you can't just come back here, maybe come alive again. If I don't know if I won't lose you again. What if I lose you?
That's what you're afraid of.
All over.
That's what you're afraid of. You didn't lose her, you're not gonna lose her, and you didn't lose Carl.
That loss. I won't survive that, Michonne. I just won't.
I'm not gonna look that.
If Carl were here right now, what would he say?
Oh, for you to use Carl, I mean for the writer to use him, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Despite all the odds, all the years, I found you, Rick.
It's really a button, you know, that they know that they can use to have the viewers, to have the fans. Really, the Carl button is gonna always function.
We go home, Rick. And we figure out how to protect it together.
Yes, please.
That's how we make it all make sense. We love on each other. As hard as we can, while we can.
That's what I said in intro, that's the thing with this family, no one is left behind, and if they have to protect themselves against new enemies because of that, they will. Ah, the car button! Tell me that you truly agreed, Rick, you know, that you didn't play with R right there. You're really together. Tell me that the other ones, they didn't stay, you know, to be sure that this building would collapse. Again, you're lucky!
Stick shift.
The hybrid. They equipped us with enough to get home. Got our favorite for that. Clearly they thought they could do anything.
Oh, it's too good to be true.
We can make this whole damn world ours if we want to.
Yes, we can. That sounds like something I said.
It is.
There to stop you. I'm not gonna watch the trailer. You know that I hate to watch trailers for new episodes. Like, come on. Each time it's giving us way too much intro, and right there to finish the episode being like, really? They're gonna come back like that? I prefer that. I prefer to be surprised, you know, at the beginning of the next episode about what is gonna happen. Are they gonna get stopped by someone, you know? Like, maybe someone was watching them escaping right there. Maybe, in fact, they're gonna have issues, you know, along the past, you know, to come back home. Maybe JD's, you know, didn't believe that they could truly die, so she's coming for them. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna change their mind also, because, you know, all of that thing about this is a new building, we're gonna have a big reunion, big meeting with all of the big guys. Like, it can't be for not being used at some point during this season. You understand what I mean? Like, I feel like our guys, they're gonna use that at some point. They're gonna attack this place with all of the big guys into it. No, that's not what I mean. So I'm really like, no, you're not gonna do it. Or maybe something is gonna make you change your mind for you to do it. But see, it's a big question mark for me. I really don't know. Are they truly gonna go back home? Like, you know also that I'm watching the trailer for the season, but I'm not making any researches, and also I don't know if, you know, for example, with the announce of the casting or just the announce of what this show would be about, if they announce the fact that, yes, they're gonna come back home and we're gonna have other members of the casting, you know, inside and all, like, really? I don't know. So for me, right now, they can truly come back home. They can have big issues on the way back home. JDs can come after them, other people than JDs. They can change their mind and decide to go back, you know, for that building, the big guys, all of that. Question mark. And I'm not gonna watch the trailer to know which option it is. I prefer to be like that. Don't tell me on the comments, be nice. This entire episode was in fact an entire conversation, a big conversation between Rick and Michonne, which happened into different places, but at the end of the day, you know, on the script, it's just a big discussion between them. A lot of things are pretty convenient, you know, that place, that building, with everything functioning, with everything looking great, with the fact that, you know, they're beginning to argue like that into random apartments. And, you know, sometimes it looks like they're arguing like every couple of the world, you know how they're talking to each other, or they're teasing each other. It's clearly on purpose, but yes, it's pretty convenient. The place, all of these apartments. The fact that this helicopter crashed, the fact that they're coming to destroy the helicopter, you know, so meaning that apparently they truly believed that Rick and Michonne died. The fact that they found a car like that at the end, who is fully equipped to have the time to come back home. Everything is really convenient for now. I'm like, okay, clearly you just have 6 episodes, so I understand that you have to make things a little easy for your characters, but right there, like, you know, into a game, it would be really the debutant, the simplest path possible for the characters to take. But like I said, because of the fact that the entire situation with the building is not really the purpose of this episode, is not really the story of this episode, I don't care. Even if it was interesting to imagine that into this building they tried to build something new, it didn't function, and it's a good parallel with what that city, you know, is trying to do and all. Okay. For sure, I loved this entire discussion between Rick and Michonne. For sure, I loved Michonne's character, who was just there to open his eyes, to make him understand that he's not truly himself, to call him a liar again and again until she's finally reaching him, truly him who is deep inside, like, to make him come back. This actress was wonderful. Like, for sure, I loved Michonne's character for that. I loved all of what she said to him. I loved all of what was written for her character, but I love also a lot how the actress played it, and she was so much into it. Like for me, Michonne's character and this actress took this episode, you know, and really like they are this episode. For sure, Rick's character was also truly important because we are seeing him little by little opening his eyes. Like really, the first thing it was about the fact that he didn't push the button, then he chose to follow Michonne, but it was rough, you know, like it was really a battle inside of him. Then he's just so much in love with her, like he can't let her behind, you know, when she's telling him you have to go, the dead are all around us. No, he's choosing to stay. You know, that's another step. Then they're making love and he remembers how it is to love her fully, to be, you know, I was gonna say weak. It's a little that, you know, when you're giving yourself fully to someone that you love, like during some minutes, some seconds, you are fully into the moment, in love with the person, and you are weak in the sense that you're truly naked. You know, like, I don't know how to say it in another way. And after that, to accept to continue the discussion, even if this building is collapsing, because you truly want to be with her, you love her, and her, she's playing with that also, you know, like you're afraid of that collapsing, but you trust us, we can survive to everything. Trust me, you know, she's playing a little with it also. So yes, this entire episode was also about Rick a lot, all of these different steps that it took to be fully back at the end, fully himself, and to finally confess the truth, the fact that why he didn't want to follow her. It was a little because he wanted to be sure that everyone would be okay, that no one would go after the group, you know, the family. It was a little because maybe he thought that he could help, you know, this city, these people and all like that. But it was in fact a lot because he didn't want to lose her. Again, he didn't want to be hurt again. Do you understand what I mean? Like, he thought that he totally lost them. Michonne, Carl, I'm gonna come back to that. He thought that he truly lost them. He was dead during entire months, you know. So when she appeared, she came back, he discovered that in fact he didn't lose her, so he didn't want to lose her again. Right there he said the real truth and his real fear, what he was truly afraid of. So yes, see, this episode was also entirely about Rick opening himself, all of the steps to be back, fully himself. But for me, this episode was mostly about Michonne. Michonne who is not giving up, Michonne who is talking to him, to his heart, who is nice and then mad and then trying to negotiate and trying to open his eyes, and then she's mad again and they are teasing each other, and the character was awesome. A warrior, a woman, a wife, a mother. She was awesome, and this actress was perfect. I really give that woman a prize for this episode, like truly. I loved it. I loved this episode, which was a big conversation between them. Maybe some fans, you know, who are watching The Walking Dead, maybe a little more for the action moments, they're gonna be a little bored, you know, by this episode, because in fact, not a lot of things are happening, and again, it's just a big discussion, but we need that kind of episodes for the characters, and also to take the time to talk also about the real things for the characters, but also the real things. Like I said, for me, all of that, it was also a lot about Rick, who forgot how their family is functioning, about the fact that you're not letting anyone behind, including you, Rick, even if it means that when you're gonna come back, the entire family, the entire group is gonna be put in danger because enemies are gonna come for you, for them. You don't care. You prefer to not let anyone behind, to save all of the members of the family, and then if you have to protect each other, you have to protect each other. It's functioning like that, and Ricky forgot about it, and they talked about it during this episode. It was cool also that it took time, that it took an entire episode, because it's talking also about that thing, you know, brainwashing. When you were brainwashed, when you were blocked by something, by an institution, you know, by a cult or something like that, the fact that it's not that easy to come back, and you need time, and you need for your loved ones to be there and to continue to be there for you, to continue to repeat to you the truth, to repeat to you that they are there, that they love you, but that you are lying to yourself, to them. They are not going anywhere, but they're not gonna let you lie to yourself neither. You know, like, I never experienced that myself, or not someone that I love or anything like that, but I can imagine that all of these steps, you know, that Rick is taking, but that also Michonne is taking, can talk to these people, you know, maybe experienced it as a victim or as someone close to one of the victims. You understand what I mean? I love this episode. And yes, the car thing, really, I love the fact that they used Carl, because, you know, it's still a good reminder of the importance of Carl for Rick, for this show. It's still a good reminder of the shock that it was to lose Carl for real when it happened. It shows, you know, the importance of Carl for Rick, all of the dreams that he had with his son when his son was alive, but also the fact that remembering his son was a good way for him to stay himself and all. I love that. I love so much that they are using Carl, because it shows that the character, the story, the show, the writers, everyone knows that Carl was important, is still important. It's so cool, it's so great, I love it. But for sure I hate it also because it's such an easy button, you know, to push for the writers to have us, the viewers, the fans, that it gets a little annoying for me to each time fall into that trap and to just be sad again and to just feel the pain again that it was to lose him. It's really an easy button to push. Right there you used it so well that I'm not mad at you, writers. But, you know, you can't use it too much. Right there you used it perfectly, so I have nothing to say about it. But I don't want you to use it too much. Please. For my emotions, please. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right there. Tell me, what did you think of this episode, this entire discussion between Rick and Michonne. Tell me if you share my opinion about it, about Michonne being the leader of it, and that was so great, about all of the steps that Rick took and all. Tell me. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.